past Napton Junction now. That's the road up to Warwick and Birmingham on the Grand Union, and we're now back on the Grand Union. It's going past the marina. We're heading for Braunston to get back on the Oxford, which is a bit confusing, but that's how the canals were constructed. Sunday morning, the 29th of September, and we're now on the North Oxford Canal. We've come off the Grand Union at Braunston Junction, which is about a mile back there, and we're heading now towards Rugby and eventually the Coventry Canal. It's a bit of a cold morning this morning. It's about 10 o'clock. We've been running for just under an hour, and there's a marked difference in the weather and the temperatures this morning. It's given rain for later, about 5 o'clock, so hopefully we have a dry day, and then tomorrow's not looking that good rain wise, so make the most of today. But at the moment it's quite dull and it's quite cold. I've got my gloves on. Just arrived at Hilmorton Locks. There's a flight of 3 and we're in the top one. And there are 2 locks together, so it speeds things up a bit. And we've got a lock volunteer as well. But just downstream of here it was very congested. Moored boats coming out the locks, plus us coming the other way. It was a little bit tight to get through. We're going down from the summit level, heading towards Rugby. Middle locks now. It's Monday the 30th of September and we are just on the edge of Coventry at the moment at a place called Anstey, and it's not the best mooring we've ever had in terms of beauty, but nevertheless we had a decent night. It rained through the night. There's no Armco here, so we're on mooring pins, which always worries me a little bit, but yeah, we're okay and we're ready to go now. We're next to the West Coast main line, so trains have been rattling through all night, but they don't disturb me. Once I'm away, I'm away. And it's not a very good forecast today, so I'm not quite sure how long we'll be cruising for, because it's there's a chance of rain later on, so we'll see. We'll get going, and this is probably our beginning of our last week. I think we've got about 6 or 7 days left if we keep to the timetable. We should be getting onto the Coventry Canal if we manage to keep going today. I think we've got about 2 miles before the junction at Hawkesbury, and then we're on to the Coventry Canal, and 2 more canals to cruise, Coventry and Trenton Mersey. We're approaching Hawkesbury Junction now, and the landscape's very, very industrial, and a huge transformer here. Pylons everywhere. It's not at all what I imagined it would be. So that's not the prettiest. Not the prettiest of scenes. At Hawkesbury Junction, we've just filled up with water there, and this is the stop lock. Quite a busy little location. We're going right under that bridge, and then once we've got under that, we're going right again onto the Coventry. So this is the end of the North Oxford Canal. And it's full of canal buildings, bridges. So we're about ready to go. I better get back on board, and we'll be on the Coventry in about 5 minutes, I think. I don't think there's another stop lock. I think we're straight on once we've gone under that bridge. There's a bit of a link between the 2 canals that goes across, and then we've got to turn right again, basically going back the way we've come in. Canal heading north towards Atherstone, and that's Hawkesbury Junction. So that bridge was constructed at the Britannia Foundry, Derby, in 1837, which is quite interesting. And that one's going back the way we've come, up the North Oxford. So we've turned 180 degrees. I've got one eye on the weather forecast now because it's drizzling and it's forecast to rain proper at 1 o'clock, and it's just after 11, about quarter past 11. I don't know what's put on the fire, but it's obscuring the visibility a little bit. Started. First few miles on the Coventry Canal today then. It's just a shame I can't see where I'm going. Flipping heck, I don't know what she's burning. Canal. This is Braunston Junction. We're going to look for a mooring now if we get out of Edward, because the rain is getting a little bit more intense. It's drizzle at the minute, but it's getting more severe. So we're going to look for a mooring, and that'll be it for today. This is our mooring for tonight. It's just north of Nuneaton. We've passed through Nuneaton and we're actually a little bit ahead of where we should be, but that's basically because the moorings that we'd got down as our mooring location didn't look particularly appealing. So we've carried on, we've found some Onco, and there's a few more boats here. It's awful weather. It's been raining all morning. It's about 3 o'clock now. We've had dinner and decided this is where we're going to stop tonight. The forecast for tomorrow isn't brilliant, so it may be that we're here tomorrow as well if it's raining. We've got north of Nuneaton now, which is where we wanted to be, and on the itinerary we've only got another 5 nights before we're back home, so if we lose a day it's not the end of the world. So this is where we're staying tonight, just north of Nuneaton, and we're back in open countryside. Nuneaton was very, very urban and built up, so we're out in the countryside again. And tomorrow, weather permitting, it'll be the Atherstone Lock flight. Go down that, and then we're getting ever nearer to Fradley Junction and the Trenton Mersey.